Hi, Donna Guest here, Creative Memories Advisor and Lazy Scrapbooker. I love the custom spines from Creative Memories. At only $10 each, they are so worth it. I've created tons for my 12 by 12 albums, but did you know you can create them for other size albums as well? They are still going to be printed on a 12 by 12 spine, but all you need is your 12-inch trimmer, and you can trim them to fit any Creative Memories album. Here you see 3 different sized albums. On the bottom, our 12 by 12 album. In the middle, our old size 8.5 by 11 album. And on top, the Happy album, which measures 6 3/4 inches by 10. I just got a couple of spines in from different sized albums, so let's get these cut and in albums. When you receive your custom spine, it's going to be in a package and in a very sturdy envelope, so they're very protected when you get them. Here are 3 samples for 3 different sized albums. This first one I completed for a regular 12 by 12 album, and the spine fits it perfectly. I used the standard placement for this little small title down at the bottom. This next one I did for the old style 8.5 by 11 album. It's a traditional album just like our 12 by 12s, but it was produced years ago by the original Creative Memories, so we don't make those anymore. But all I did for this one, since instead of 12 inches, it's just 11 inches tall, I moved this smaller tile up 1 inch. And when you complete your, or create your spine on my website, it gives you rulers so that you can do that very easily. Then I created this one for the Happy album. The Happy album is a great little size that we currently produce. It's 6 3/4 inches wide by 10 inches tall. So instead of 12 inches or 11 inches tall, this one's 10 inches tall. So I moved that little small title up not 1, but 2 inches. And then I centered the big title within that area from top to title there. So that will look good. I've done these a couple of times now, and so I want to give you one helpful tip. When you are creating these for a smaller sized album, you want to make the adjustment on the bottom of the spine instead of the top. It's not a huge deal. I actually did my first ones on the top and it's no big deal, but when you cut off the spine, as we're going to do, you're going to see a little bit of white there. And so I think it's better for the white, if it shows at all, to be at the bottom facing down where no one sees it, instead of at the top of your album where it might get seen. The only tool that you are going to need for this is your Creative Memories 12-inch trimmer. Any 12-inch trimmer could do the job, but I will say the 12-inch trimmer with Creative Memories, with the blade, how smooth it cuts, it's going to do a wonderful job on this. So here's the one I did for my Happy album, and it is a 10-inch album instead of 12 inches, so 12 minus 10, some simple math, we're going to cut off 2 inches. Or I can just line it up at the 10 inches over here. All right, and you'll be amazed at how easy it cuts through this thick spine. Done. And so here's what I was talking about. There's a little bit of a white edge there, but when I fold this over and put it in my album, you're not going to see it. You're going to see the top edge, which is still beautiful and green. Let's do the other one I did. This one is for my 8.5 by 11 album. So 11 inches long. And you see I'm only cutting off 1 inch over here, lining it up to 11 over here at the left. Done. Okay, now time to insert the newly cut spine into the album. I've had this album for 20 years almost, and I did it with an old product to try to label the spine there. Did not love that, so this one's gone out of there. And now we've got our new spine that matches so well, and always curved like this. And I don't know, I've done other videos on custom spines and how to create them, how to insert them. So we basically just put into the little corners here, the edges I should say. Here we go. Wow, what an improvement. That looks fantastic. Okay, now it's going to go in my bookshelf, and when you're looking down from the top, you're only going to see the perfect blue edge right there. If I had cut it on the top, you might see this little bit of white, but that's showing up on the bottom now. Perfect. Want to know how to create your custom spine on my website? See the link in the top right corner for a tutorial, and I'll make it a suggested video at the end as well. Thanks for being a subscriber. If not, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more helpful videos. Thanks for watching.